Hey, what's up, everybody? BDO44 coming at you with another video. All right, so the Lakers beat the Clippers 106-102 in another game that was really difficult to watch. I ain't gonna lie, I was pretty frustrated with a lot of what went on down there. And clearly, our defense definitely showed up. Consider the Clippers were held to 102 points. Problem is, we only scored 106 of our own, and that, my friends, was not. It wasn't a smooth basketball game tonight, but we did get the victory. So, Dorian Finney-Smith, we'll start with the stats. 7 points, 1 steal, 3 assists, and 5 boards. 3 of 6 shooting, 1 of 3 from behind the arc. Thought he played a solid game. Not his greatest game, but, it's not about the stats with him. It's about defense, and I thought his defense was very sound. Played hard, and that's what we need out of him, whether the shot's falling or not. LeBron James, 28 points, 3 assists, 1 steal, 13 boards on 12 of 21 shooting from the field, 2 of 7 from behind the arc. I thought the King was very strong. He did get hurt on the end of the game. I'm very concerned about just how that whole thing went down. He kind of twisted in a weird way, collided with Kawhi Leonard in a way that didn't allow for the camera angle that I was able to see to really tell me what actually happened there. But a little concerned about LeBron James. He's banged up there. 4 turnovers added to this very good double-double there. So, yeah, prayers out to the King. We're just getting bit by the injury bug all at once at the worst possible time when the schedule's just getting difficult. But we're finding a way to win these games, and it's rather impressive when you consider that. Jackson Hayes, 5 points, 2 blocks, 2 assists, 1 rebound. I thought he had a much better fourth quarter than he had the first 3 quarters, to be honest with you. I was a little frustrated with him in the first half, but ultimately his effort was pretty strong out there, and I really appreciate the 2 blocks that we got from him. Love for him to rebound the ball a lot better, though. 1 rebound as a center, this is why people call you a guy that's not amongst the better centers, because at the end of the day, it's not enough rebounding coming our way. So he's got work to do, but I did like what I saw down there from an effort standpoint. Luka Doncic, 31 points, 3 steals, 5 assists, 2 rebounds, 6 turnovers, 9 of 22 shooting from the field, 3 of 9 from behind the arc. Not a great night for the Luka shooting the ball, to say the least. The 3-ball, man, he put on this uniform and forgot how to shoot it pretty much, but he did get a big 3 down the stretch. Gave us some good distance, which they ended up eating away at. Clippers did. But, the shots that he hit and getting to the line 11 times, only missing 1 of them, I think that really helped seal the game, was him just continuing to get his calls and hunting them out and finding ways to help the team outside of the poor 3-point shooting and the turnovers, which were 6 of them. So 31 points, 3 steals. I like the steals for sure. He had all 3 of those in the first half. Very, very, very good defensive intensity and awareness from Luka Doncic down there. Real sly steals that he got. So I was pleased with that. Not his greatest night. He gets his numbers. We get the victory, so I can't complain. But this was a very difficult watch just all the way around, man. Austin Reeves went down in the second quarter, I believe it was. 6 points, 1 block. I don't know how he's doing, but yet again, injury bug hurting us. I said he had strained something. I believe they said it was just a sore knee, so take the word strain out of it. I misspoke, or was incorrect, put it like that. And when I spoke in the halftime video, he has a knee that he's going to have to nurse his way through. I don't know if he'll be available for the next one. Hopefully he will be. Jared Vanderbilt, 3 points, 5 rebounds, 1 steal, plus 20. Good energy in 14 minutes of play. Some limitations down there with him and Dorian Finney-Smith trying to score in transition and catch the ball in stride and stuff like that. We had some missteps with both of those guys in that way. Their limitations in that particular way kind of showed up tonight. But ultimately, the boards were good, the steal is good, and the plus-minus plus 20, he led the team there. So we like that from Vando. Trey Jemison, another person with a great plus-minus plus 19, 5 points, 6 rebounds. I thought he had a really good first half with the energy he provided. He was able to stand his ground. Eventually, Zubac ended up cooking him, which was kind of the story of the night for us. Defensively, for all the good things that we did right, we sure had no answer for Zuby. We'll get to his numbers later. But Trey Jemison did a pretty good job with the minutes given, and I like that we trusted him with 22 minutes tonight. Gabe Vincent, much better game. 3 of 7 from the field, 1 of 4 from behind the arc, 7 points, 1 block, 4 steals, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. I really love what I see there. 4 steals, a block, and 3 assists. That's really good to go along with a made 3, which is his shot making hadn't been working, but he did hit 1, and then the 3 of 7 just overall is not great shooting, but it's fair considering that he provided 4 steals. We really needed all of those. Jordan Goodwin, fantastic. 21 points. 21 minutes. Sorry about that. And in those 21 minutes, he had 3 of 7 from the field, just like Gabe Vincent. Didn't shoot from behind the arc very well, 0 of 3 to say the least, but 6 points, 3 steals, 2 assists, 5 rebounds. You like that type of production. You consider 7 steals between Vincent and Goodwin. That's really good defensive production off of the bench. Your bench had 9 steals in total, so that was really, really good work there. Dalton Knecht, 8 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, and 1 rebound. I thought he played better. 18 minutes of play, hit 2 threes, 2 of 3, 3 of 6 from the field. You just wanted scoring to come around. Defensively, he wasn't really there. Did get the 1 steal, but you know, it was better. He was better tonight than he was in the last night, and that's really all I can ask, just for incremental production. When you're struggling, that's really what it's about. And I thought that when you see the 2 or 3 from behind the arc, that's really, really good. A good sign for us in regards to getting him out of his slump. So that is the production there for the Los Angeles Lakers. Not a whole lot. Superstars did show up with big numbers, but it wasn't the greatest game, man. And we're really concerned about our players just getting hit with this injury bug. Now, as far as the opponent, as I said, Zubac's really ate out there. 27 points, 1 block, 16 boards, 6 of them offensive, 13 of 15 from the field. That is unbelievable efficiency. But he did miss a hook down the stretch that I thought was one of the easier looks he had, and it really helped us because it came in a time when we were starting to lose our grip on the lead. So that was great from Zuby. Hate seeing him in a Clipper uniform, and I'm not surprised to see him dominate. Not at all. Not with the circumstances that we have going on. Kawhi Leonard, 21 points, 2 steals, 3 assists, and 4 boards. 8 of 17 from the field, 3 of 8 from behind the arc. 2 of 6 from the free throw line. 4 missed free throws for Kawhi Leonard. That was really a pleasure to watch him choke away at the line. As bad as we've been shooting free throws, it's good to see the opponent do bad there, and it ultimately cost him. He missed 4 free throws. They lost by 4. Okay? You miss your free throws, you lose the game. It's that simple. James Harden, pretty pitiful, honestly. Just absolutely pitiful. 5 of 22 from the field, 1 of 10 from behind the arc, 18.6 turnovers, 3 steals, 9 assists, and 7 boards. You like the 3 steals, 9 assists, and 7 boards if you're the Clippers, but for him to miss that many shots and turn the ball over 6 times, it helped a lot. As a Laker fan, I can legitimately say it was great watching him play tonight. Chris Dunn, 6 of 9 from the field, 2 of 3 from behind the arc, 14 points, 4 steals, 6 assists, and 9 boards. He also had a very good game, but ended up getting in foul trouble. Kudos to Luka Doncic for sniffing him out and ultimately drawing that 5th foul on him. That really, really turned the game because he was really hot on both sides of the floor. A masterful performance for him up until that point. And I got to give him his credit. He annoyed the hell out of me tonight. He was very unlikable tonight and very helpful for his basketball team. So yeah, Chris Dunn was definitely pretty good there. And Derrick Jones Jr., 3 of 7 from the field, 2 of 4 from behind the arc, 8 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, and 4 rebounds for Derrick Jones. Let's see. Nick Batum had 2 points in 9 minutes of play. Ben Simmons had 2 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds in 16 minutes of play. Bogdanovich, 2 of 8 from the field, 1 of 6 from behind the arc for 6 points, 1 assist. Love that he shot poorly. And then Amir Coffey, 1 of 7 from the field, 0 of 5 from behind the arc, 4 points, 1 steal, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. He was also awful for the Clippers. So between Bogdanovich and Coffey, they really helped us a lot, shooting poorly. James Harden bricking shots. It was just very helpful, man. They completely destroyed what Zubac and Chris Dunn were trying to do out there in being very efficient. Kawhi Leonard held up his own. Not a great shooting night, 8 of 17. That's pretty solid, though. But those guys had no help, man. They had some real bad chuckers out there, and that's exactly what I said I saw in the pregame video doing homework on the Clippers, is they've just been shooting so poorly from behind the arc as a team. And it continued tonight. It really did. Yeah, 24% from behind the arc. Salute Kobe, you know what I'm saying? That's how that goes. 9 to 37. 44% from the field, 39 to 87 was the Clippers, and 15 to 21 from the 3, 51% from the free throw line. So they didn't have it. They came into our building, which used to be their building, but is no longer, and built a brick house, and it was quite fun for us to watch that. The Lakers, 39 to 80 from the field, 48% from the field. They're 11 to 33 for 33%. So that's not great shooting for us either, to be honest with you. But we got by. 17 to 22 from the free throw line, 77%. Again, not great. You don't want to miss free throws at the end of the day. We saw how it hurt the Clippers. We are finding ways to win these games, these last two games, where we've been really bad from the free throw line, in my opinion. I ain't going to say this is really bad, but when you couple the two performances together, we're basically bricking the hell out of the free throw. So we really do need to kind of just reel it in and do better there. The Clippers got us on the boards 44 to 39. They had 15 offensive rebounds. We had 10. And those offensive rebounds were also part of the problem there. It kept the game close. They just kept getting second chance points, being quicker to the ball than we were. 19 assists for us, 25 for them. I think that a lot of that is a byproduct of who was missing, to be honest with you. And I'd say it was an impressive win given the fact that we were down so many players. Key players, too. Two starters, as a matter of fact. And Zubac, and Rui and Austin. Sorry, you guys, I'm a bit tired. But, yeah, man, that's one of those situations where you have those two missing, and that's a lot of your offense, a whole lot of your offense, and some of your defense, since they've been improving there as well. 14 steals and 5 blocks for the Lakers, 11 steals and 1 block for the Clippers. So we really love those 14 steals for us. It helped a lot. Just a lot of good energy going on. They had 18 turnovers, 14 steals and 18 turnovers. It's pretty impressive. We did a good job there. And then just as well, they had 11 steals and 15 turnovers for us. So, the ratio of forced turnovers was pretty impressive for both teams. And I think it was a defensive game as shown by the score here. 16 fast break points for the Clippers, 14 for us. 54 points in the paint for them, 44 for us. That's a whole lot of Zubats. That's what that is. All things considered, both teams had pretty substantial leads. They had a 10-point lead at one point. We had an 11-point lead at another point. This was a tough game. Another more physical basketball game that required us to limp out of it. And I'm just a little frustrated with the way that we're just taking on so much punishment since the All-Star break. I mean, we've been winning all of these games, but man, have we been hit hard with the injury bug. And I think guys are playing through injury, and I just want to reiterate the point that I made in my Laker video earlier. Is just we really do need to make sure that the players that we have on our roster can be utilized by our coach with comfort. Because if he doesn't trust these guys and he's not playing them as much because of it, we really are finding ourselves now leaning on players who are just banged up a little more than they probably should be asked to play through. So that's what I'm really concerned about. I just think the Los Angeles Lakers are in a really funny spot to where they're winning games, but eventually this is going to bite us. We can't keep struggling as bad as we have with our offense and, kind of struggling with our just overall our talent level while guys are out and expect to keep winning like this. It's amazing that we're winning like this, but I just have to assume that we can't sustain this unless we play better. So that's what I really have to say, man. I'm seeing some interesting stuff out here as it pertains to the games tonight. The Grizzlies lost to the Knicks by 1. That's big. The Timberwolves lost to the Jazz. That affects some things. So yeah, that's the one right there that I'm looking at, though. The Grizzlies and the Knicks. The Grizzlies lost. That should affect the standings a little bit in a way that's probably very favorable for your Los Angeles Lakers. Because the Memphis Grizzlies at this point are 38-21. We are 36-21. So we are effectively one game behind the Memphis Grizzlies for third place. So we got to beat these Clippers again on Sunday. Denver is a game and a half ahead of all of us, 9.5 games behind OKC in second place. So with the 39-21 record. So, we're right in here in that cluster, man. We really are in a favorable spot. The Houston Rockets are tied with us still at 37-22. So yeah, man, no, that's not right. 37-22 for them, 37-21 for us. I refreshed and it changed something, but I'm not sure exactly what it changed. But we're half a game behind Memphis. That's what this is. 37-21, half game behind Memphis at 38-21. So I think that's us getting our 37th win on the refresh there. So exciting stuff for your Lakers, man. Exciting stuff for your Lakers. The Clippers lose at 32-27, a full 4 games behind the Houston Rockets for 5th place. And we just got to keep our foot on their neck, man. We got another game against this team in the same building again on Sunday. I believe that game is going to be at 6:30. And hopefully our guys will be a bit more healthy. You know, this back-to-back was a raging success considering we won both of these games. They were all ugly. But our defense is carrying us, man. Our scrappy defense, next man up mentality. You got to give credit to the guys who filled in. Dalton Connect, I got to give him credit because he's been playing so poorly as of late. But when his number was called, he was able to really give us good minutes in unexpected ways. You know, 3 or 6 from the field, 2 or 3 from behind the arc. He was out there for a lot of the action down the stretch. And with his confidence being in the toilet as it's been, when Austin went down, we had to rely on him. Or at least coach chose to. And I thought he did really good. Same thing with Jordan Goodwin. I thought he was fantastic out there defensively. Gabe Vincent, you look at those steals there, man. That's where really the whole thing came down to for me, was just how good our defense was from our bench's perspective. And, you know, as I give the game ball to anyone, obviously you want to give the game ball to LeBron James. 28 points, 3 assists, 13 boards on 12 of 21 shooting. I think he deserves the game ball, but there is strong honors to me that need to go just to the Laker defense as a whole. Because if we didn't get as many stops as we did, especially down the stretch of that fourth quarter, we definitely lose this game with how bad our offense is looking. So Luka with the 3 steals, Gabe with the 4 steals, Jordan Goodwin with the 3 steals, Dorian, LeBron, and Dalton and Vando all chipping in with 1. I just really think high honors goes to the overall team defense. It's been overly impressive, to be honest with you, given that we don't, on paper, look like we have that great a defense, but we keep on pushing along, playing some of the best defense in basketball, and tonight we played a great defensive team and just out-defensed them, if that makes any sense. Granted, they hurt themselves by missing free throws, but at the end of the day, we pushed them. We pushed them around. We played a physical game. We met them with the physicality that they were providing. And we accumulated more defensive stats than they ultimately did as a team. And with the Clippers being one of the best defenses in basketball, that is very impressive, man. That's very, very impressive. So, like I said, this wasn't a pretty game to watch, not by any stretch of the imagination. But I think part of it had to do with both of these teams playing at a high level on the defensive end, making the game ugly. And ultimately, the shots didn't fall because of it from behind the arc specifically. So, more fouls than I wanted to see once again. 14 for the Lakers, 19 for the Clippers. You don't really want to watch too many free throws, and I thought we saw a lot of them. There were some calls out there that we didn't agree with. Guys getting hacked and stuff like that, balls flying out of bounds, that type of thing. I just didn't think the referees were that great tonight. Even though they wear Clipper colors, they might as well be when you consider the navy that the Clippers use there. But at the end of the day, I just am glad the Lakers were able to find a way to get this particular win. It was ugly. I don't think you win this game too many times, just like I said about the last one. I just think you play this game too many times in this fashion, with your personnel being down as it is and you shooting the way you are, you probably don't win a lot. But given the fact that we just scrapped through, and the Clippers did help us by missing free throws and 3-point shots, it really helped, them having some real cold hands. James Harden shooting poorly, Bogdanovich and Coffey shooting poorly. I don't know if you give the credit to our defense or just point out the fact that they were bad there. But whatever the case may be, it definitely helped cater to our victory, and we were able to stave off a pretty spectacular Zubats night, for which our center position woes were glaring. So, yeah, man, that's what it was, man. Zubats didn't leave us much room, but we found a way to win because we were scrappy. We were defensive, and as a unit, I just thought uh, we met them with the physicality necessary to win. So great victory there, but I'm wondering how much energy we're gonna have for the next one on Sunday against this same ball club. You hate to play a defensive team like this twice in a row, given how physical it was and how down guys you ultimately find yourselves to be. But that is the nature of the schedule here, and we will continue to try to dominate this Clipper team and get this season series in our favor 3-1 if we can get this victory. So that's what it is, man. 1 down, 1 to go against the Clip Show, and my Los Angeles Lakers continue to rise up the standings in the Western Conference. We love that. Shout out to everybody. Hopefully LeBron James is healthy. Prayers out for everybody who's dealing with injuries on this squad, because it's really biting us real bad right now. So that's pretty much what I got to say. My name is BDL44. I thank you all for watching. I'm out.